Hey, beautiful people. So I decided to go live today. I want to continue to go live on a regular. So I'm working on that, you guys. The plan is for me to go live at least once a week. So I plan to go live once a week minimum. So if you guys are part of my texting club, make sure you guys just tune in when I'm live. And if you guys are not part of my texting club, make sure you guys join my texting club. So let me put my banner up here so you guys can see. So you guys can text score to 21,000. And keep in mind too, like right now, my little ones is up, so hopefully you guys don't hear them. But if you do hear them, they should be going to sleep pretty soon. And with my Q&A today, I just want you guys to drop any questions that you have down below, and I will go ahead and answer all of your questions for you guys. I'll go ahead and just pop all the questions up, and then I'll answer it. Now, there's a few things that I do want to go over with you guys. In regards to like the AG Jewelers and to about my overall channel and what I stand for, and also, my target, the people I'm trying to target. What do I think my audience? Who do I think my audience is? And let me know if when I describe like my audience, let me know too. Like if that's you, like, oh no, Rickita, that's not me. That's not me. Or if it is you, let me know. Let me know. Now let me go ahead and text this. Let me text this to my audience right now. Let them know on my texting club. Let them know that I am live. So let me see. Let me share it. Copy it. There we go. Okay. Let me see. I'm live. No. Send now. Confirm send. Okay, perfect. So I sent that off to the audience, to everybody. So let me get into. Let me see. We push this up because I kind of don't want to see the comments. I kind of want to do this bill really quickly. So I seen a comment, and it was just on I just seen it like in like one of the random videos, and like, hey, you shouldn't tell people about any credit card that's less than $10,000, or you shouldn't talk to people. Well, they say I shouldn't tell people about any credit card that's less than $10,000 because they feel like it's harming people in terms of, oh, they're not going to have the best credit profile that they can have, or they won't have opportunities to build. They're thinking, I guess, in terms of like building businesses and things like that. Let me tell you more about my past. I grew up in like the worst neighborhood, you guys. I grew up in the worst neighborhood, seriously. So I grew up in Milwaukee, and I grew up like we didn't have everything, right? My parents end up buying a house, which is great, but that wasn't normal. Like a lot of people in my family did not buy, they have not bought any homes. They're renting, My grandma didn't have a house to pass down. My granddad, his house is not passed downable. Like no one wants that house, right? It's not passed downable, if that's even a word, right? But credit isn't normal, my parents ended up losing their home, and they didn't teach me about credit. Nobody taught me about credit at all. And all the people that I grew up with in terms of when I was younger, they didn't know anything about credit, and they're not even, they probably don't even have a stable job. Like that's the type of environment I grew up in. So I didn't know anything about credit. I never knew you can get a credit card. I never understood, utilization or how to get a credit card. Oh, there's a secure credit card. Oh, there's a regular credit card. How do you get a higher limit? How do I make sure I don't have late payments? Oh, late payments can affect me. Oh, I finally got a credit report. Wait, my credit is bad. Oh, these people say, oh, I never knew any of that. Like when you owe companies, I never knew any of that, right? So with my channel, you guys, I want to stay talking. I want to make sure I talk to people and I help the people that don't even know the basics. Like seriously, you guys, don't max out your credit card. Don't spend more than 5%. Hey, this is your due date. Some people don't even know when the due date is. Some people don't understand that, that they could get a house with a 580 credit score, 620 credit score. Some people don't even have a 580 credit score to get a house, So to not tell people about like the secure credit cards or any credit card under $10,000 is like ridiculous to me, right? And people people don't understand that you can go other routes than just going to get a loan. Because to me, when you go get a loan, that's 30 years that you have to pay on that. And I told you guys, like, I bought properties like cash, where the cheapest property I bought was $1,700. I feel like when people have that type of information, I feel like you guys can do better. You know what I mean? So when I tell you guys about, oh, you should go and, just get your credit good enough so that you can go ahead and buy a house, or if I tell you guys, hey, your credit is bad, you need to get a secure credit card, that's just being honest. Everybody can't go and have their aunt or their mom add them onto their credit card as an authorized user so that they can boost their credit score, so that they can go ahead and buy a house at this point. Everybody don't have that option. So I want to help those people that don't know anything about utilization. They don't even know where to get their credit reports from. They don't even know the credit bureau's name. I want to help you guys. Like, if that's you, or if you're like, yeah, Rickita, I messed up, but I need to get off on the right foot. Like, I need to make sure I know the basics. Hey, I can't max out my credit cards. Hey, I do have to make sure I keep my balance low. Hey, I shouldn't get this additional credit card because it's going to drop my credit score. Oh, I should get another credit card since I maxed out my credit cards. Or maybe you don't have enough credit. I want to make sure I help you guys. So if that's you, like, let me know. Like, yes, Rickita, that's what I'm here for. Like, that's what I need. Because I just see so many credit reports. I see so many credit reports, and I see people that's like in their 50s and 60s, and nothing's wrong with it, but they don't know anything about credit. All their parents, like my parents always say, don't touch a credit card. That's all you can tell me is not to touch a credit card. Like, I need the credit. Like, right now, we're to the stage where we're going into a cashless society, you guys, and that's probably why I haven't been live. I got my eyes done, so I can finally, I guess, make a lot of videos, because sometimes, like, even this bright light is kind of hurting my eyes. But we're going into a cashless society, and I've been recording so many videos. Like, even with me being out, a store tell you, hey, you can't use cash here. And when we go into a cashless society, and a lot of people can't get bank accounts, you can't even get basic credit cards. What is people gonna do? So I want to make sure I stay with the basics, you guys. So hopefully it's one just my spiel. But if you guys ever, like, if you guys come across my channel and you guys are like, I don't want to focus too much on, like, oh, let's build the business, do all of this, because I just know so many of my family members right now that's, like, out there hurting right now because of this corona, and I just know they won't have any chance. Like, they don't even know, like, bank accounts and filing taxes, like the basic things. And I'm even going to make you guys a video showing you how you can file your taxes yourself too, because I always file my own taxes. So I just want to make sure I stay with the basics. But if this is something you guys are here for, if you guys are here for all of the basics, like, that's what you want, like, hey, Rickita, I want to buy a house, I want to buy a car, I just want a low interest rate. Like, if you guys need that, I'm definitely here for that. If you guys need help with, hey, Rickita, how do I get the business credit, how can I do that, you guys can get that information from me, but it's probably going to have to be in some other form, or I'm going to come out with something too where we can come in every week. You guys can ask me any questions, kind of like I did last time when I went live. I share my link and you guys can come on video, or you guys can hide your face, hide the video, and you guys can ask me questions that way. But just know my main focus with all my videos is going to be just the basic. Y'all need to have a car, you need to have a house, you need to make sure you have good credit. So whatever you want to get, you can get, And I always told you guys that I was able to get $70,000 worth of credit in 5 months. That's easy for you guys to get, right? That's easy for you guys to get. But I really want to help those people that just need the basic foundation, right? Like, hey, debt collector's calling, I don't know what to do. How do I even get this stuff with my credit? That's what I'm gonna help you guys with. So let's go into these questions. Now that I got that spiel out the way, let me look at the questions, or let me look at the comments and see what you guys are up to. So, hey, Stacy, how are you doing? You can get, and then Top Notch said, I couldn't get the credit card hack to work. So I'm guessing you're talking about the shopping cart trick. Now, listen, even though I'm going down the list, I want to make sure I answer every question. So if you can't get the shopping cart trick to work, I want to share my screen and I want to show you guys, like, what you can do to try to get the trick to work. So let me delete all this extra stuff on my screen. Delete these extra things, and I can show you a few things you can try to do to try to get it to work. Now, with the shopping cart trick, you guys, don't forget, you have to opt into Factor Trust, and you have to opt into the pre-screen opt-out. So let me go ahead and share my screen with that. Now, when you opt into Factor Trust, all you're doing is telling Factor Trust, hey, let the companies know that I'm trying to get a credit card. So you have to just opt in. Make sure you come to Factor Trust right here. Let me copy this and put it in the comments for you guys. So you guys have to just make sure it's on opt in. Do not opt out. If you guys opt out, oh wait, let me add the stream. Oh, sorry. There we go, you guys. I'm so sorry. I gotta remember to do that. But make sure you guys opt in. Do not put opt out. Like that's very, very important. And just go ahead and click submit. Now, I always tell you guys, like literally look on your Equifax credit report and see what address they have for you. So whatever address they have on Equifax, that's the address I want you to put right here. But go ahead and put your first and last name in, put your social security number, put your date of birth in, right? And put your email address in. After you pull all this information in, click confirm. After you click confirm, I suggest you guys wait about 5 days. So I say wait like 5 to 7 business days and then try to do the shopping cart trick. And I want to show you how to do that next. And I'm going to even take my time probably to even do a live so we can just get that out the way. For all the shopping cart trick people, I can just get it out the way. So after you do this, I want you guys to do the pre-screen. So this is the next website. Let me copy that for you guys. This is the next website that I want you guys to go to. So go to the next website. Now, after you go to the next website, you have to do the same thing. Go all the way down to the bottom and click right here. It says click here to opt in or opt out. We want to opt in. Do not opt out. So opt in. If you guys opt out, and we're going to go deeper into this because I'm going to start every day. I want to teach you guys a new thing. Sometimes you want to sell, you don't want them to sell your personal information. So you may want to opt out. But right now for the shopping cart trick, you want to opt in. And if you guys already opted out, then you may want to call the companies. I'm pretty sure they have the number on here, but you want to go ahead and click contact us and call them and tell them you want to opt back in. So if you already opt out, because I've got like 3 different people comment today, like, hey, what to do if I already opt out to clean up my credit? Then you just call them to opt back in. But go ahead and click opt in, click continue. Go ahead and put your first and last name in, your social security number, your date of birth, put your address in. Don't forget, try to use that address that's on Equifax. Go ahead and put that information in and then put your security code here. So they just want to verify that you are an actual person and you're not a computer, and click confirm. Now, listen, you guys, when I did the shopping cart trick before, I did the shopping cart trick live. Like when I first started teaching you guys about it, I did it live and she was like, hey, try my husband. I tried her husband. He couldn't get in. Then she was like, well, try me. And I actually was able to get her the Victoria's Secret credit card. Now, let me put the Victoria's Secrets in now. Now, when I did the Victoria's Secret credit card for her, actually, let me do an incognito window because it's already items in this card. When I did the shopping cart trick for her, I was able to get her approved because she was a client. So I was like, okay, cool, I can go ahead. Because I don't trust it, right? I didn't trust it at the time. I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and do it. She was able to get the Victoria's Secret credit card, but the thing is, she never opted in at all. So with Factor Trust, usually if you had got like a payday loan or anything like that, then they already have your information in the system as it should be. And the shopping cart trick should be easier for you. But that's just a little thing, just in case you guys wonder, hey, well, what if this, what if that? That she's outside the book. I tell you guys to opt in. She did not opt in, and she still got the shopping cart trick to work for her. So, you know, it works for some people, it don't work for others. But what I want you guys to do, let me actually share my full screen. Let me stop the sharing of that. I have to share my full screen. So share screen, application window. And it's going to look crazy right now, you guys. But this is my full screen for me even going live, right? I want you guys, ignore all of the extra that you guys see here. Look all the way at the top. You see these 3 dots up here, right? Like I'm trying to exit out. I want you guys to click those dots and go to settings. Now, listen, you guys, we have to clear our cookies. So right here in this search bar, I want you guys to put cookies in. We have to clear our cookies. Oh, let me go back. Click right here where it says clear browsing data. Go ahead and click there. I want you to go ahead and clear all of the data. Now, sometimes too, let me say this. Sometimes you can just go ahead and uncheck all of these and just clear your cookies. So I would just go ahead and uncheck all of these different boxes and clear the cookies. Now, when I do the shopping cart trick, honestly, you guys, some people got to do this. I don't have to do this, but I know some people have to do this on their computer. Now, look at this. I have 1,700 sites that have cookies on me. So that is bad. I really need to just clear that anyway. and my browsing history, guys. Look, all these different items that it's just so much, right? It's just so much. But I want you guys to clear that. So you'll click right here on clear data. And then after you do that, I want you guys to go to the top, and I want you guys to type pop-ins, because we want to do our pop-ups. We want to allow pop-ups. So go right here on the site settings. I'm glad I'm doing this too, because I stopped allowing pop-ups. Right now it says block, but go ahead and click on pop-ups and redirect. And you want to make sure that it's not blocked. So go ahead and click right here so that it can be allowed now. So let me know if you guys are following along. And I know it's probably, I don't know how crazy it look on your end, but hopefully it looks perfect. But that's what we have to do. Now I want to do a new incognito window. So I want to do a new incognito window. So after we have this new incognito window up, I already copied the Victoria's Secret website. Don't forget, you guys can do this with Victoria's Secrets. You guys can do this with Express. You can do this with Overstock. You can do this with the Camping World, so you guys can get that visa. And you can do it with Sportsman Guide. I don't want to scroll so much. There's so many naked women down here. But you want to put something between an amount of $200 to $250. So what I always do, I do the same thing. I go to sleep. I hover over sleep. I always go right here to candy sets. I hope you guys see that. I go ahead and just click on that. And then I go ahead and you see I got this pop-up right here. This is a good sign that your pop-ups is working. But I go ahead and exit out of that. And let me make sure. Okay. I just want to make sure that you guys are still here and you guys can see everything. Okay. I'm always so nervous that I'm showing you guys something you're not looking all the way. Well, actually, can you guys see I don't think you guys can. Can you guys see my Victoria's Secret screen? Can somebody say yes or no if you guys can see the Victoria's Secret screen? Anybody see the Victoria's Secret screen? My comments must be slow. Can everybody see the Victoria's Secret? Anybody see the Victoria's Secret screen? Let me stop sharing that screen. Let me see. I'll just share the screen directly. Okay, there we go. I'll just share it this way. So, oh no, yes, nope. Okay, there we go. Now let me go back. I don't know how much you guys seen. So when I go to the Victoria's Secret website, I just hover over this sleep right here. Let me just put it back here. Let me go back here. So the Victoria's Secret website, I just hover over sleep right here, and then I go to the cami sets. I go to the cami sets, and then I just find something for like $49 right here. This is perfect, $49.50. Let's go ahead and click on her, and I just get 4 of them because after taxes, it's going to be over $200. So let's get a small, get 4, and add it to the bag. Now you can see right now my subtotal right here is $198. So I'm going to click check out. Now, after I click checkout, I want to check out as a guest. Now, after I click checkout as a guest, remember, checkout as a guest, you guys, I don't want you guys to sign in. I have to put that same information that you guys are putting into Factor Trust. I want you guys to put it in here. So go ahead and put your first and last name in. Let me make it a little bigger. Go ahead and put your first and last name in, put your address in, and then put your phone number and your email address in. After you put this information in, I want you guys to click continue to delivery. Now, since I got to put in personal information, let me take this screen off. Let me kind of take the screen off and let me start typing the information into this website so that I can get the pop-up to work. Now, remember this, you guys. Everybody can't do a shopping cart trick. Like, seriously, that's it. That's all I can say. I want you guys to try to see if you can do the shopping cart trick. And if you can't get it to work, don't forget, I have the link where I can try to do the shopping cart trick for you. And you don't have to expedite it. The only reason I have the expedited option is because I have so many requests to do the shopping cart trick. Like, I literally hire somebody to do the shopping cart trick for you guys. Like, that's all they do. All day they try to get the shopping cart trick to work for you. Like, try to get the trick to work for you guys. So you guys can just go ahead and fill out the form the regular way and just wait for us to try to see if we can get it to work. And if we get it to work, then perfect. We'll let you know. Now, let me go ahead and see if I can share, because I got the pop-up here, you guys. Let me see. Oh, wait, let me see, because sometimes when I get the pop-up to work, I don't know if you guys see how good I am at editing the video. They'll have the address in the left-hand side, and I don't like that. Okay, let me see. Let me just make this screen a little bigger. Okay, let me share. You share application window. Okay. Let me see. Okay, you guys, I am so sorry. I kind of messed that up. So let me see. Let me make sure I take out this extra things. Let me share my screen. Share a screen, share a screen, share application window. Okay, perfect. So here it is here. Let me make sure you guys can still see it. Okay, perfect. There we go. I'm able to do it. Let me make this go down. So this is the pop-up here for Victoria's Secret. So after I put in all the information, you guys can see its actual window. But after you guys put in your information, this is the pop-up you're going to get. It's going to say, congratulations, you're pre-approved for the Victoria's Secret credit card. And you'll have to click right here where it says accept now. I don't want to click it because when you click accept now, all your personal information will be right here in this top right-hand corner. But let me see. I can still click it. Let me stop sharing my screen. And let me remove this really quickly. And I'm going to click accept now. Okay, perfect. Let me scroll down some. Let me add it. There we go. So this is what you guys going to see next. So when you guys go ahead and click accept now, you have to go ahead and put your date of birth here and put your last 4 digits of your social security number in on this line and then again on this line. They're going to want you to scroll down, read all of this information here, check this box and click finish, submit for review. After you guys click this box right here and click finish and submit for review, that's when they're going to let you know how much you're approved for. Now, if you guys do all those different steps and you guys get the message that they're going to contact you in 7 to 10 business days, that's only because they want to verify your identity. Like they only just want to verify your identity. That's all they're doing. So after they go ahead, they're going to send you a letter saying, hey, we want you to call in to verify your identity. They're going to ask you a few questions just to make sure it's you. And then they should send you that credit card. Now, I have heard of people saying, hey, don't do it too much, because what they're going to do is they're going to cancel your credit cards. Some people say they got like 10 to 15 credit cards, and then they start canceling some of those credit cards. Don't go too crazy, you guys. Like seriously, don't go too crazy. But you know, that's start to finish with the shopping cart trick. Now, a few things. If you guys are doing overstock is going to ask you for your full social security number. Usually this is what I put in when they ask for the full social security number. I just put 00000 and then put the last 4 digits of the social security number. So this is what it will look like right here, you guys. So 00000, and then the last 4 digits social security number. I have heard some people say that they got a hard inquiry for the Camping World, so keep that in mind. And some people say they got the hard inquiry for the overstock, but I see people get the hard inquiry, still get the credit card. Now, keep this in mind too, you guys. This trick will not work for everybody. It will not work for everybody. So that's something that you guys definitely want to think about. But there you go, top notch. That's like the second comment. You know, they couldn't get the credit card trick hack to work. There you go. That's how you get it to work. If you can't get it to work like that, you guys, then if you guys look down in the comments, you guys will see the actual link so that I can try to do the trick for you. What are Swift codes as it relates to credit repair? I've been hearing that a lot lately. I don't know what Swift codes are, but I'm guessing that they're probably, let me Google to see if I'm on where I need to be at. Swift code meaning, let me see. Oh, I know that's something totally different. Let me share my screen on what I just looked when I just Googled it. So they're saying that a SWIFT code is used to identify the country, the bank, and the branch that an account is registered to. When you send money to a bank account overseas, you'll need the code to ensure the money is going to the right place. That's not what I thought about. I don't know what a SWIFT code is. Now, when I thought about when you said SWIFT codes, when it come down to credit repair, the codes that I worry about is the codes that they're going to send to the company. So when we send in letters to the credit bureaus to get items deleted for you guys, or if you guys even send in letters yourself, I have the letters you guys can use, or you guys can, we can go ahead and help you. You guys can contact me. We can help you with that. I think about the codes, like say if we say, hey, the data open or something is wrong. They send over a 2 to 3 digit code over to the company. I thought that's what the SWIFT code was, because they don't really read our letters. They scan it into their system. They scan it and then they use something called e-Oscar, and they say, "Hey, we verified this account." Y'all didn't verify anything. Y'all sent over a 2 digit, 3 digit code over to these companies, and that's when they verify the account. But I don't know what a SWIFT code is. I don't know what a SWIFT code is. When I thought about code, I just thought about that's probably what you meant, but I don't know what the SWIFT code is, honestly. Hi, you from Georgia? Hey, Timmy from Georgia. That is good. Down south. I like that. Hey, Carolyn, how are you doing? Hey, hey, hey. I kind of miss going live with you guys. I really do. I miss going live with you guys. Any car loan places that do pre-approvals? I don't know of any car loan places that do pre-approvals, only because like recently I've been helping a lot of clients like get cars. I don't know, everybody getting a car right now, right? But let me stretch my little legs out. I've been helping a lot of clients get cars, but I've just been telling clients, hey, where are you trying to get a car at? And I just been narrowing it down to just the companies that they wanted to work with or the companies in their area. So if you looking for car loan places that do pre-approvals, Google it. Like Google is your best friend. Did you see how fast we just found out what SWIFT codes are? So like Google, hey, car loan places that do pre-approval, or you know, that's how you can kind of find out about the pre-approvals for the car loans. Mr. Carter, I am doing great. I am doing great lately. I have everything is going up for me right now. Everything is going up. So Michael said, hey, hi, Michael. How much are your services? I have all of my services on my website. Let me put it down for you guys. Club.com. I have all of my services here on this website. And let me put my thing here. I have something that I made so you guys can. There you go. I still have my winter theme. But you guys can go ahead and go to my website and you guys can get the 15% off. I'm going to change this up with my theme. So it'll be a different theme every time I come on. Oh, hey, how you been doing? I kind of remember some of you guys. I remember y'all faces. I miss y'all. I really do. I miss going live. I'm gonna make sure I go live. My plan right now is to go live starting Monday because I'll have more time. But starting Monday, I'm gonna go live in the morning or kind of in the afternoon. I'll go live for 2 hours then, and then I'm still want to go live at night. So 7 p.m. Central Standard Time is the time I plan to go live every day for at least an hour. And if you guys are part of my exclusive club and people that's already working with me right now or even bought items, you guys are already probably a part of my exclusive club. I'm going to send you guys an email. Those are the people that I'm going to like come on and ask questions because I'm going live that long. I have to answer something. I don't have that much to talk about. Even after I teach you guys something, I kind of want to have this set up kind of like a classroom in a way, you guys. Kind of like where I have a lesson to teach and I want to teach you guys something. Then after that, y'all ask any question that you want. And even after I'm done talking, I still even answer the video. Say if I still have people up there, I answer the video. I even looked up people credit reports. I stay like 2 hours. Last time I went live, I stayed like 2 hours answering questions. So I want to definitely let you guys know about that. I'll be sending a text message out about that, and I'll be sending you guys an email letting you know like if you're eligible for it. And you guys will see when I come out with that. So I'll share my link so that you guys, whoever want to come on live with me, you guys can come on here and ask questions. But I do want to start putting a time limit on it. I do want to put a time limit on it because I see sometimes some people will go like 30 minutes. And I think that we should probably do like 10 to 15 minutes per person. I can answer a question for you guys. But And Jimmy, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, you in the house, huh? St. Louis. Okay, so I want to put. Okay, wait. I just went and put $500 in a savings account. I asked my bank for a loan using the same money I deposited as collateral, and they said yes. I was so shocked. All of this happened today. That is good. That is really good. So what they're doing, if you guys don't know what they just did, they're kind of doing like an installment loan. And installment loan, I told you guys, you see how they had $500? A lot of people, they don't have $500. So if you guys don't have $500 and you want an installment loan, I want you guys to go ahead and check out these two accounts. So installment loans, I tell you guys, I want you guys to have two installment loans on your credit report, right? So two installment loans. Let me share my screen so that you guys can see. Now, you guys know I've been going crazy over Kickoff. Like, I love Kickoff. I've been trying to invest in the company. They've held privately. I can't invest right now. I want to be a part of the team. Like, Kickoff, I told myself I was going to send my email. I'm going to send my email. Kickoff is so amazing, you guys. So, at first, when I signed up for Kickoff, there wasn't, wait, they don't have a, hold on, wait, sign up. Oh, the account is already here. Okay, hold on. Let me stop sharing my screen and log out. You know what? This is fine. I'm pretty sure they won't care that I'm sharing it. Y'all don't know who this is. I'm pretty sure they won't care that I'm sharing it. I won't log out. Let me show you what Kickoff is. So this person right here, they're a client. They have an installment account, right? They have an installment account with Kickoff, but what they did was they loaned them $12. So they loaned them $12, and every month they just have to come in here and click pay, right? They just have to come in here and click pay. So every month, and there's just $1 that you're technically paying. They loaned Christopher. They loaned Christopher. They loaned Chris $12, and then after they loaned him the $12. He had to pay back $1 every month for 12 months. So far he already did it for 6 months. All you have to do is click right here and pay. Now some of the clients I go ahead and click pay myself because some clients just don't have the discipline to click pay, but make sure you guys sign up for this account and go in here and click pay. Now, when this account right here, I did the same account on my credit report. So when I did this account on my credit reports, my credit score went up 37 points in 2 weeks. And the reason why I say 2 weeks is because from the time I signed up for the account to the time that it actually posted, as soon as that account posted my credit report, my credit score went up 37 points. Keep in mind that I did kind of use too much of my credit cards, and I was going to pay them off, but my utilization was high, which probably made it so that when this account was added, it was like a breath. I don't know if they're probably happy about it. My credit report is like, okay, this is good, this is positive, so my credit score went up. But I told you about the other person that had two late payments, and their credit score still went up 15 points. So they had two late payments and Kickoff added at the same time. Their credit score went up 15 points. When y'all have late payments, y'all credit score can go down like 50 to 80 points, sometimes even more than that. Now, that's the original Kickoff account. That's an installment account. So just like they got that $500 account, it's the same thing like this because it's going to report to the credit bureau. And their $500 is equivalent to your $12. And I'm not sure how much they're paying every month, but the amount due is $1 every month. Just go ahead and click pay. They're saying that you're too early to pay. It's due March 22nd. So 19 more days, we can go ahead and click pay. So I definitely think that I suggest that you guys go ahead and sign up for this account. Now, I don't know if they still got like the installment account, but they do have like a new credit card account, you guys. So if you guys are thinking about getting a secure credit card, think about getting a Kickoff credit account. So let me go ahead and open that up. So with the Kickoff credit account, they're going to give you a $500 limit. You just have to buy something from their store. So they just got some ebooks. And don't think of it like that. Think about it like this. You're going to pay. They got items all the way from, they got something items from $10 all the way up to $20. You just want to get one of those items and go ahead and purchase it. You want to go ahead and purchase it. They're going to go ahead and email you the ebook or whatever you decide to purchase. And if you guys haven't seen the video, definitely go and check out my old video. I made a video about this Kickoff account. But you just go ahead and purchase something, and then you just have to pay $2 per month to pay it off. Right. And look, you still on when this Kickoff credit account report to the credit bureau, they're going to report a $500 credit account. They're going to say the balance is $20 because that's how much was spent. You can see right here is $20. And then the available credit, that's how much they have available. That will be $480. Now, your first payment, technically, they're going to take $2 off of your debit card that you put on file. So The first payment won't be due until 2 months after you go ahead and get signed up. So, oh my gosh, you guys, this whole time I'm not sharing the screen. Oh my gosh. See, I told y'all I need to get this together. I need to share the screen. Okay, let me backtrack some. So this is that installment account I was telling you guys about. You know, the $12 right here. They pay $6. It's due the 22nd of March. They did 7 out of 12. So you loan the $12 every month. Just click right here on pay. It's still 19 days early. Just click pay. Oh my gosh. I gotta remember to click to add the screen to share the screen. But it's okay. I'm learning. We'll be better the next time. Now, this is that $500 credit card credit account I was telling you guys about. So it's a $500 limit that's going to be reported to the credit bureau. They spend $20 on an ebook, and then they just have to pay $2 per month. Their first payment won't be due until March 25th, and then it's payable in 24 days. And then the available credit is $480. So if you guys trying to get a credit card, but you can't, you got to get a secure credit card, definitely sign up for this, because your first payment won't be due until 2 months, and then you only got to pay $2 per month. Like, this is a good account, you guys. I definitely suggest that you guys go ahead and sign up for this account. But I'm so sorry I didn't share the screen. I'm gonna get better at it. I keep forgetting. Oh my gosh. But hopefully that was helpful to you guys, even with me just explaining it. How much are your services? Make sure you guys go to my website, and then you'll see like all the different services that I offer. Stacy, I appreciate you and your knowledge. You're welcome. You're welcome. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you telling me that you appreciate it, because it makes me want to. It makes me want to go ahead and do this. I didn't want to do this. Like, I'm like, should I get ready? Should I put makeup on? Like, should I go live? And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go live. So I'm happy that you appreciate it. That way I can come on here and continue to feel like it's worth it. You know. Yes, I am doing good, Stacy. I'm doing good, and my family is doing even better. I'm gonna start posting more personal videos of me on my channel too, so you guys can like know me and like everything I do, and you guys will understand like how I move and why I move. Because I want you guys to see like even though I'm teaching you guys about like credit and stuff like that, I want you guys to see the other things that I do too, in terms of like my family and even me. Like, I'm a realtor. I want you guys to go on showings with me. I want you guys to look through the houses with me. I want you guys to be there to see what's really going on. But I'm happy you asked. Hope you're doing good too, Stacy. I really need help with getting the medical bills off my credit report. So let me show you guys how to get medical bills off your credit report. So medical bills is a HIPAA violation, right? Medical bills is a HIPAA violation. So all you have to do is send out a letter to the credit bureaus telling them, hey, you want to get that account removed from your credit reports, and that is a HIPAA violation. So let me see if I can find my letter, because I'm going to show you guys the letter that I sent in for my clients, and you guys can get the same letter on my website. So let me show you about these medical bills, what you guys can do. So let me pull it up really quickly. Okay, let me see. Where is the letter? Okay, here's the letter here. You don't want. Okay, there we go. It didn't want to pop up. Okay, there we go. So let me share my screen. Okay, perfect. There we go here. So let me see. Let me go ahead and pull it up on my end again, you guys. So let's see if I can make it bigger. Okay, so here is the letter. Like, this is letter number 1. This is the letter I sent in to the credit bureaus, you guys, to get items deleted off of my clients' credit reports, and even to like when I had medical bills like AmeriCollect. I hate them. If you guys have like the medical bills, this is what I use to get my medical bills off, and this is what you guys can use too to get your medical bills off. So the first thing I want you guys to understand is that medical bills, they're not supposed to like like hospitals, any companies that have like your personal information that can tell like, hey, what type of insurance you have, or what area you stay in, or even what you went to the doctor for. It can possibly be a HIPAA violation, because they're violating your personal, like your personal, like all your personal business, basically. So say if you went to the doctor because maybe you got some type of disease, like, you wouldn't want nobody to know, hey, you went to the doctor to go get some cream, or you went to the doctor to try to go cure something. Or say like, I remember I know it's kind of personal, but we're grown, right? the place I go get tested at, like STD testing, I go get STD testing like regularly. I don't care, married or not, you gotta get your testing. I'm just saying, right? So the place I normally go get my testing at, I went and got tested there, and I was like, how did you guys even come about? Like, you guys charge $40, y'all do all this testing, and like it's cheaper than going to other places to get testing. And she was like, oh yeah, we used to help people with HIV, men that had HIV, because back then, if people knew that you had HIV, they wouldn't even hire you. I'm like, what? So that's kind of why, certain things, or even say if you're trying to get a certain job. I remember when I was pregnant, I was 17 years old, pregnant, but then I started working at the bank, and the lady didn't know I was pregnant. So the branch manager did not know I was pregnant. And she was like, if I knew you was pregnant, I would have never hired you. And I'm like, what? Because I was telling her, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go to the college out in Georgia. I'm just running it down on my application on what I'm going to do, and I did my interview. And she didn't know I was pregnant. Certain things you just don't want people to know, right? So it's a HIPAA violation. Now, when you send out the letter for like the medical bills, you see where it's right here on the second number, you got number 1 and you have number 2. This is the line you want to use. So you want to put your account name right here, the name of the account number, and then leave all of this the same. So non-mines, no contract, non-liable, unverifiable, HIPAA violation. That's the one you want to use for medical bills. If you have like regular accounts, like student loans, bankruptcy, all of those different things, repossessions, you can go ahead and use line number 1. So just put the name of the account and then your account number, and then you can just go ahead and leave this the same. Now, if you guys get my letters, I tell you guys different things you can change this up to. Say if you just don't want to put non-mines, no contract, not liable, unverifiable, you want to go deep into it. You want to make sure this account gets deleted right away, and it's nothing that they can come back with saying it's verified. Then I teach you guys what you can put right there. But this is not the full letter. It's just part of the letter. All the juicy stuff is actually at the bottom of the letter. This is just like a sample so I can show you guys what you have to fill out. Now, when you get this letter, you do have to put your name here, your address, social security number, and date of birth. Now, when it comes down to your address, you guys, make sure that's the address that's already on your credit report. So if you just moved into a new house like a month ago, 2 months ago, or a few months ago, and the credit bureaus don't even know that address, I suggest that you guys call the credit bureaus and let them know, hey, I have a new address. Now, I have a client where they didn't want to put the address on the credit reports. And if you guys want to find a sneaky way to put the address on your credit report, say if you're trying to use your cousin address because you want to try like a sneaky trick to get items deleted faster, let me know, because I can go over that too. But just make sure that this is an address that's already on your credit reports. And then I want you guys to put the name of the credit reporting agency. So say if it's TransUnion, Equifax, or Experian, put that here, and then put the address of the agency too. And I have all of this too. If you guys get the letter, you'll see all of this at the top of the letter. You can go ahead and just at the top of all the letters, you can go ahead and fill that out. Now I have the letters for like inquiries. If you guys want to do like a sneaky way for the inquiries, if you guys have a bankruptcy, I believe the late payment is in there. If it's not in there, I have a separate letter for late payments. But this is just one of 6 letters. So there are 6 different letters that you can send out, and you'll send them out in rounds. So you'll send out a round of letters. So you'll send out a round of letters. So you send out this letter, you'll send it to all 3 credit bureaus. So you have 3 separate letters. And remember too, look on all three of your credit reports. So you'll look on your TransUnion credit report. All the accounts that's on TransUnion will be on this one letter, right? You don't put TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian on one letter. What's on TransUnion, go on one letter. What's on Equifax, go on another letter. What's on Experian, go on another letter, right? And you'll go ahead and send that into the credit bureaus. Now, after you send it into the credit bureaus, they have 30 days to respond to your letter, or they have to remove it. I always tell you guys to send it out certified, because if they don't respond to your letter in 30 days, your certified receipt, it will tell when it was sent out, and then you guys can track that certified receipt saying, hey, it was picked up January 9th at 2 p.m. They'll let you know the date and time it was picked up, because you can track 30 days from that date. And if you don't see a change, I usually go to the 31st day. So, let them have it 30 days. But on the 31st day, check. And if you don't see them accounts deleted from your credit reports, or you haven't received any type of correspondence, then you will send a letter out letting them know they should remove it. And I'm pretty sure that letter is available. But that's the way why a lot of clients get a lot of stuff deleted, is because I make sure I track it. And if they don't respond at all, then I'm on it. But I'm like, hey, you got to delete everything. But after you send out your first round of letters, if they send you things, if they should send you some letters back saying, hey, this account been removed from your credit reports, or these accounts are still in your credit reports because we're verified that it's your account, or we verified that it's accurate. If they said they verified it, then go to round number 2. And all you have to do is just copy all this information onto the second round of letters. Now, I don't suggest that you guys put more than 20 items here. Now, I told you guys I put like 60 items before and got like 40 of them deleted in 1 month. But I suggest you guys just slow it down a little bit. Seriously, slow it down, because you don't. And that's when I first started, and I understood that the credit bureaus, their system wasn't as great. But I want you guys to just slow it down a little bit and probably put, 10 to 20 at the max. And you guys will see items get removed from your credit reports. But that's how you remove medical bills from your credit reports, you guys. So hopefully that was useful to you guys. And if you guys have any questions, or you guys want me to help with these different things, just call or text me. My phone number is 833 Rickita. So just call or text me, and I'll be able to help you guys with that. And let me see the next question. So hopefully that was helpful to you, so you can start working on removing those medical bills from your credit reports. Hey, Rickita, would you advise anyone to get the credit strong if they're trying to buy a house in the next year? Now, I did a little, well, let me say, hey, hi. I did a little research on a credit strong. My thoughts on a credit strong is this. Some people, I deal with people that, if you have one late payment, like seriously, like if you have one late payment, that late payment will damage your credit. Like the last time I had a late payment on a credit report, you guys, and it wasn't even my fault. It dropped my credit score 89 points, and I had to keep fighting to get that removed from the credit report. So I would hate. Only thing I like about Credit Strong is this: the amount of time it may take you to pay off that loan is just too long to me. It's just too long. And if you get one late payment because now you got relaxed, or sometimes when you're trying to work towards something, you on top of what you need to be on top of. But as soon as you get your house, you get your car, whatever you try to get your credit together for, you get relaxed, or you slack on what you should be doing to make sure your credit stay perfect. And I just think the Credit Strong account is just too long, right? So that's kind of why I like the Self, because it's only 12 months. I know with the Credit Strong, they have like different ones that's like really, really long. And I'm like, oh, it don't take all that. It don't take all that. And remember, I talked earlier about my type of clients. My type of clients, I just want you guys to get low interest rates on a car, a house. I want you guys to have the basics. I want you guys to have like $20,000-$30,000 in credit cards over time. I want you to build your credit and have that as just sitting there. I'm not trying to get you guys like the funding. Some people are trying to get like business credit. I see those people get the Credit Strong so that they can build their profile, but I don't advise on it because I haven't really did that account. I always did Self. I keep renewing it. I like the Self. And the reason I like the Self, like I told you guys, it's less f ups. You know what I mean? It's less chances of you guys like not paying the bill, because that late payment can really hurt you guys. And I've seen people get late payments with Self, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's ruining credit. So if you want to get the Credit Strong, I heard great things about it. I suggest you get it, but just make sure you're committed to make sure you're paying on time on that account. That's just really the biggest thing. And remember, you guys can always do that Self. You guys can sign up for Self. What if you're not at the address anymore? I mean, and they need. If you're not at that address anymore, I think that you can go ahead and just contact the. So I'm not sure about that. I didn't have people get the credit card sent to that address because they want to still use it. And then after they get the credit card, they'll go ahead and change their address afterwards because they just want to make sure that they get the credit card. But the thing is, I know that you can call Factor Trust and let them know your new address, but they're going to need like some type of verification that that is your new address. So that is a possibility too. But I don't know if you change your address, if that will even mess with your eligibility. So I'm not sure on that one, honestly. But I have heard of people like, hey, I'm just going to get the credit card for Kita. When I get the credit card, I'm going to change the address. And that's kind of like me a little sneaky, or I don't know what to call it, but that's something that you could possibly do. On these, all the people like, I can't hear you. Okay, you can now. Oh, hey Trina. Hope you're still in here. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Oh, okay. Good evening to you too. Good evening to you. I was told to apply for the Factor Trust, that it would retry, but no one got back to me. If no one got back to you, text me at this number here and I will try it for you tonight. Text me at that number. Say if you are, so listen, if you guys already tried to do the shopping cart trick and you want me to try again, for the first 10 people, I'll go ahead and try it. The next 10, I'll have my assistant go ahead and try it for you guys tomorrow. But go ahead and remember, that's probably if you're already in the system. If you're having problems like, hey, Rickita, I'm having problems with shopping cart trick, text me. So text me and then I'll go ahead and try to do the shopping cart trick for you. So that is my phone number that you can text me on, 414-255-0803. And listen, so many people been calling my personal cell phone. I don't know how y'all got my number. Y'all so sneaky. Y'all so sneaky. I was laying in the bed early. I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me just rest a little bit. Starting to get a little headache. I was thinking I had the Rona for a little bit because I had a headache for like a few days. And I was just like, you know what? Let me relax. I even kind of got a headache now. But I was like, let me relax. And then my phone just started blowing up, blowing up. I'm like, hello? I'm scared to answer the phone. Hello? I'm thinking it's a bill collector. Hello? Who is it? Hi, Rickita, I got your number from so and so. And I'm like, wait, how did they get my number to even give it to you? But I don't know how y'all got my number, but I'm going to make sure I answer. And if I don't answer it, you guys, my voicemail is full right now. I'm working to get it clear on my cell phone. If I don't answer and somehow you have my cell phone number, call and text my 833 Rickita, you guys. Like, literally go ahead and call and text the 833 Rickita, and we'll get back to you. What is going on with these spam messages? Okay, let me block some of these. I don't know what that was about. Okay, I'm gonna look. I think I've seen some on the Swift. Let me go back up to the top. Okay, hey, how are you doing? I was told to apply for the Factor Trust and then I will retry, but no one got back to me. Oh, yeah, I've seen that already. Happy Hump Day. It is Wednesday, isn't it? Happy Hump Day, Papa. Happy Hump Day. Do you know anything about disputing medical bills? Yeah, I just sent you, like, I just showed you guys what I do to dispute the medical bills on the credit reports. Also, I'm a lot of IRS. I also found there. Yeah, so the ARS is a third party agency. There's a lot of them. I just got done talking to one of them earlier, like, hey, how do we opt out? Because I want to opt out my clients. I used to opt out all of my clients for all the third parties, but I didn't like to do that because some people try to go get a mortgage. They'll try to go get a house. They'll try to rent a house, and all that stuff is locked up. So I used to just lock. Some people freeze their reports so that they cannot share it to the credit bureaus or any other third parties. But I'm going to start locking everybody thing up. So if you guys call us and we're like, hey, we're going to start helping you out, but we need a copy of your ID, that's normal. We need a copy of your ID so we can start freezing those third parties. Now this eye is starting to act up a little bit, you guys. So you may see me blink, but we actually technically got 1 minute. So let me get through the rest of these comments really quickly. Okay, so how do I challenge a cable bill that did not properly reach out to me and just put it on my credit? And this is not an old bill. If you have, so listen, let me tell y'all something, and I gotta just be real. Remember, I told y'all about the portfolio recovery. I told you guys about the portfolio recovery. Remember, I told you, if you guys watched me for a while, I told you guys, like, what, in October, that I got a letter saying that I owe a debt. So, and I was telling guys, hey, I'm just going to send them a validation of debt. I sent them that letter. I sent them a letter saying, hey, if this is the debt, just send me all the proof, right? Do y'all know they put that on my credit report and it dropped my credit scores? So, like in November, I was supposed to get my ID done in November, but I just couldn't deal. Like, I just want to be honest, y'all. And babe, like, won't you talk to it about your audience? And I'm like, I'm gonna cry. I don't want to talk about it right now. I want to talk about it after this. I'm like, I'm gonna cry right now thinking about it. But it sent me through hell because y'all know I was gonna finance my eyes, have all these different things. Like, y'all gonna drop my credit. I'm supposed to be moving to a different state. Like, what do y'all mean? So I sent them a letter and they weren't supposed to put on my credit report, but they still put on my credit report. So as soon as I seen it was on my credit report, I had to be honest, I had to wait like a week. Like, don't forget, this is December. They put in my credit reports in December. Yeah. So, like, I think right before I got my eyes done, right before I got my eyes done, and I just couldn't deal, right? So I sent the letters to the credit bureaus to get it deleted, and TransUnion TransUnion deleted it right away, and then Equifax followed suit like a week after them, and Experian would not remove it. But I had to move. Like I had to move. Experian can't stay on Experian, so I'm calling attorneys. Like I'm calling everybody. Like granted, TransUnion and Equifax, they literally deleted it like this. It took less than 30 days removed, and sent out the dispute letters, like bombard them. I sent out certified. And after I sent the dispute letters, I just started contacting an attorney. I talked to an attorney, and he was like, well, this is what I can do. It's going to take me about 3 to 6 months. And I'm like, 3 to 6 months? I don't have time. So for me to get that off my credit reports, all I did was this. Like, literally, that letter I be showing y'all to get stuff deleted, that stuff is real. Like, seriously. Send that letter, and I sent that thing every day. Same letter every day. And I sent the letter to the company, and I threatened them saying, hey, here's my attorney name and number, contact them. So that last account with Experian, like that's what I did. Just send that letter. Constantly send that letter. And since you, I don't know if you had a paper trail, kind of like me. Like I have all the proof, and I could probably show you guys like the proof. If you guys want to see like what I did to even have the proof to say, hey, you weren't supposed to put on my credit report, that's a violation of the FDCPA. I can show you guys that, but I lost my mind. Like I can talk about it now. Because it's like it happened like last month, the month before, it was finally out, but I lost my mind. Because like my credit not good. Like y'all can't do this to me. Like this not good. But if you don't have the proper proof to show that, hey, I sent you, I seen y'all got a letter from you. I sent you a letter. You didn't respond. Like they didn't respond to my letter. It's just I sent them a letter. They didn't respond. So the next month they put on my credit report. If you don't have the proof, then every day I will send a letter to the credit bureau, tell them to delete that account, and I will send a letter to that company, letting them know, hey, you guys violated my rights, and I'm going to take you guys to court. And that's what I would do. But that's my little spiel, because I'm gonna make a video about that, you guys. Like, ooh, y'all don't understand. You get a count on there, and you like, and you didn't do anything wrong too. It'll make you go crazy. But if I were you, I would just send out a letter every day for that account. I don't know how urgent it is for you. For me, it was urgent because it's like, I ain't really got nothing else going on. Like, this is just my problem. This is the problem I have right now. So I sent out a letter every day for that last Experian account. But TransUnion, Equifax removed it right away. Now, one thing I realized too, because I have to use multiple companies, right? I realized that when I went to, so you can have an Equifax.com. Equifax will give you a credit report and your score every month for free, right? So you can go, I think it's myequifax.com. I realized too, I have an account with Credit Check Total too. So I got Privacy Guard, I got Credit Check Total, I have Experian is the Credit Check Total. I have the Identity IQ, I have Credit Karma. I realized that Equifax, they say, when I call them, they like, Rickita, you don't have a collection. What are you talking about? All the other companies were still saying that I have this collection. So I'm like, why are these companies reporting these account? Why they still give me credit reports saying that it's on my credit reports? So sometimes if you guys see an account on your credit reports, like with Equifax, I call Equifax, I look on my Equifax, it's not there. I'm like, I thought the account was deleted, I'm gonna dispute it again. And they're like, no, the account is not here, Rickita. I want you guys, like, if you guys see an account, I want you guys to look through the different companies and see if it's on each company. And when I say companies, look, if you guys have Credit Karma, look on Credit Karma and Identity IQ, Oh, excuse me. Look on the multiple companies, and then call the credit bureaus too, because Equifax, I called them, they're like, it's not on here. And I'm arguing with them like, yes, it is on here. Like, I can see it. I just paid Experian $29.99 for an updated copy, and it's there. And they like, no, it's not there. So I want you guys to definitely go ahead and call the different credit bureaus if you see an account on your credit report that shouldn't be there. That's my little spiel. But send a letter out every day, Carolyn. Send a letter out every day. I tried the Factor Trust, and it's not in their system. And I was not in their system. I was told I need to send some items with the mail. Oh, yeah. If you're not in their system, they will ask you to send the information in. Now, when I did the Factor Trust before, Factor Trust said, okay, you're in the system, but we have a different address for you. They had an address for me that was actually, I think it was like 6 years old, 5 to 6 years old. So you may be in a system, you guys, and you may need to just update your address. So if I were you guys, I would call Factor Trust, and let me see. I can actually see if I can get that number for you guys. I will call Factor Trust and let them know, hey, I'm trying to make sure that the information that I have, my information is in your system correctly. So just go ahead and call or text them. And they should be able to put you in the system too. And they'll give you, I believe they give me a fax number too. I'll look it up. If you guys want me to call, I can call them tomorrow. But you should be able to fax that same information in too, and they should be able to update it. So let me see. I don't know what I'm writing about, but thank you. I forgot. Oh, hey, how are you doing, Malik? Carolyn again. Hey. God bless you and your husband. Blessings to your platform. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Blessings to you too. Okay, wait, this is what I've been looking for, you guys. I've been seeing, I'm like, okay, let me see. A SWIFT code is what credit repair companies are starting to use to communicate with credit bureaus. It's a way to enter a high code to get negative items deleted. Let me go get something because I just seen my book with my codes. I'm gonna show you guys like something special. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, you guys. Let me get my book. Okay, let me show you guys something. So I was running, y'all. I might be breathing hard. Now, this is my book that I put together years ago when I was studying credit. Now, you guys probably can't see it too much, but when I think of high codes, and let me know if this is probably correct. If you're saying anything is wrong, these are the codes that they break it down to. These are the codes that I actually got this from companies. Let me explain it first. Oh, I can't even breathe. Running around this house. But when you send a letter out to the credit bureau, when you send a letter to the credit bureaus, right, they're going to break down your account into a few codes. Remember I told you they're going to scan your letter in the e-Oscar system, want to send a 2 to 3 digit code over to the companies, letting them know, hey, this is what the client is saying is wrong. Is it right or wrong? Do you want us to keep it or delete it? Or can you update it? These are the codes that they're sending over. So let's see right here. So if they're saying that the credit card is lost or stolen, they would just go ahead and use the 03 code. If they're saying it's the closed account, 04. What is it? This is actually this description, what type of account it is. Is the account paid full? Is it with a voluntary surrender? Is the account a collection account? Can you guys see those different codes? These are like the different codes that they were used to kind of describe the account. Can you guys see that? And if it's past due, like these are the codes that they were used, you guys. Like those are different codes. So when I heard codes, when I send out certain letters too, this kind of like my little trick. My little trick. Shh, don't tell people. I know people ain't gonna watch this whole video, but these are like the codes. Now these are like the codes that I would put in here. And like at the account, like they even more codes. Like I communicate, hey, do not just mark my account as this. This is what it should say. Use this code. I would like tell them what a code they should use. You know, these are like the different codes. Now this isn't like my special little book, my little special little binder of my notes. I'm kind of nerdy in a little way. See all this stuff. This is the stuff that I study. Like if you're trying to have a company that's going to report to the credit bureaus, you're supposed to know all of these codes because when they send you an account, you need to know what they're talking about. And it's going to be in your system. But this is kind of like an educational thing that they had out there. And this from 2016. So yeah. on this even these are the codes I was saying too. So if you say the account is not yours, they're going to use this code right here, 001. If you're saying that it belongs to another individual with the same name, they're going to use code 002. Can you guys see these different like dispute codes? These are the dispute codes. These are like the different things. The claim that the account was paid before the collection status, 014. So these like all of the different codes. And then I even wrote something down right here. Accounts can't say collection charge off is incorrect. So those are like my different codes. Now right here too, you guys, can you guys see like these different codes? This to tell what type of account it is. This one right here, it says like individual, joint, authorized user. You can see those different codes. And then you can see like these different things over here. These different codes in terms of like the bankruptcy. If it's dismissed, withdrawn, like, yes. These are like the different, this is like my little secret sauce. So when you guys said like Swift codes, I'm like, this was what I thought. And please tell me if this is probably similar to what y'all doing. Because if not, I want to know what y'all got going on too. And oh, here we go right here. This is where I got it from too, you guys. Data furniture announcement. And they have to too. Sometimes you'll see people say like Metro 2 compliance. That's kind of similar to this because they're supposed to have certain codes on your credit reports. And I'll go into these different things because I want to start teaching people too. Say if you guys want to start helping other people repair credit, I kind of want to teach you guys like the different things that I do because I can't do everything. And this is kind of part of it, but it takes a lot of time to just sit and just educate yourself on these different things. Find out these different websites. Like I paid like $200 for like one of their little quick little 2-hour little orientation thing for a company. Like if you want to start reporting to the credit bureaus, when they teach you like, hey, we're going to send you some disputes sometimes from your clients and you have to respond with these different codes or this is what you're supposed to do. I want to know what they're supposed to do. So if they're not doing, we can attack that. So I always go and try to understand what they got going on. And I just go from there. And even all the way down to how an account is supposed to like be laid out. And let me kind of show you guys one of the, like a situation with that. Oh, here goes something like if you guys have a credit card and it's not like a retail credit card, this is how an account is supposed to be laid out. So like your account number, it should be a full and complete account number. And this is something, is this something that I made? I think this is something I made. Yeah, I personally made this. So it's not going to be out there on the internet. But for like credit cards, the account number is supposed to have a full account number. The account type, remember all these different codes with the account type? Yeah, like with the account types, you can see all those different things. If it's a credit card, and maybe this is too much for you guys, just let me know. But if it's a credit card, it's only supposed to say these codes. It can't say any other codes. But sometimes you'll see like, who is that like to do that? I think it's LVNV funding. LVNV funding would say that it's a credit card, or it'll say it's an installment account or a revolving account. A collection account cannot be a revolving account. A collection account cannot say you have terms. So a terms is the number of amounts that you have to pay. Sometimes you'll see a collection account will say, hey, you got 1 month terms. AmeriCollect, even medical bills love to do that. They cannot do that. I don't have any terms with you. Like you bought the debt and whenever I pay it, I pay it. Or if I don't pay it, I don't pay it. But they don't have terms. So that's kind of, I'll go into details. That's kind of what I get into when I come down to codes and really digging deep. But this is for those accounts that just don't want to come off. Like you have to darn near sue them to get it off. That's when I start using like all these different tricks. But kind of let me know if you guys have ever seen like this type of information when it comes down to credit repair. And to get like certain accounts removed from your credit reports. Even knew that certain accounts supposed to say certain things. Like with student loans, your student loan, you shouldn't have a limit. That should be left blank. Like certain things like that. Let me know if you guys have ever heard of anything like that. Hey, how are you doing? Hope you're doing great. You can see me now. That's good. You admire me and babe. That's good, power team. I'm gonna start showing you like the different things we got going on, you guys. And I have so many videos. I told you guys like I'm open now. I told you like I finally got my past situation. Like I've been trying to get a divorce for like 2 years. It's finally over. It's finally over. So now I can start showing you guys like the different things I really got going on. Because I don't have to worry about, the nonsense that I was going through before. So I can start just going live, recording, showing you guys like when we doing rehabs, we doing flips. I can show you those different things. Or even some of the things they've got going on. But yeah, I'll show you guys about that. Hey, Ginger Marie. Also, thank you for your videos and your work. I finally signed up with you almost 2 weeks ago, and I already feel optimistic. That is good. You should feel optimistic. And always remember this, too. Like, you got the power to do different things in your hands, too. Make sure you got the 4 credit cards. Make sure you have your 2 installment accounts. Make sure you pay on time, and don't spend more than 5% of your credit cards. Like, if people just know those basics, like, you will be winning. Like, seriously, you will really be winning. Seriously. Do you do business credit? I told you guys I was going to do business credit. And you know what? I said I was going to do it. And then I realized I should just put the information out there and let you guys do it. We're going through it right now where people, they're not even like, they're not paying their mortgage because they don't have the money for it. We're going through a big, like this pandemic is something serious for a lot of people. So I really want to focus on the personal side. And I don't want to take on too much. I want to focus on one thing. So I'm not going to get into the business credit, but I think I will put something out there for you guys. Maybe do like a quick little video like this for 2 hours and teach you everything I have. And maybe you give you guys like a book or something or some worksheets that you guys can reference or even reference that video. So yeah, that's my the business credit. I tried for the sportsman guy visa and got it for $2,500. That's good. Congratulations. Don't forget, you guys, the sportsman guy visa is on the shopping cart trick. That's one of the credit cards that you guys can use. And if you guys go to my store, 750andupclub.com, you guys can see I have the complete shopping cart trick list there. You guys can get that list. You can see all of the different credit cards. But congratulations to you, Lynn Hill. Tiffany, hey, Tiff. Hey, how are you doing? Make sure, if I ask y'all how y'all doing, make sure y'all put in the comments. Let me know what y'all got going on. I'm just as nosy as y'all. Like, some people like, Rickita, what? I said, I heard you had your kids at home. Like, how did you do that? Like, I had my baby live on, like, Facebook. Some people still message me, like, or call me. Hey, how did you do this? How did you do that? And you guys just probably want to know information. So I'm nosy like that too. Like, hey, I heard you just did this. Like, how did you do that? And that's kind of how I learned about kickoff. One of the clients taught me about kickoff. They told me, months back, but after I learned about it, I was able to give information to you guys. So definitely always let me know what y'all got going on, because I let y'all know what I got going on. How do you get kickoff? You just go to their website and sign up for them. And wait, that's the thing I want to see. Because when I did the kickoff at first, it went straight to that person's account. Let me check something really quick. Let me log out of their account. Let me log off really quickly. It didn't look like kickoff had a waiting list. At first, kickoff had a waiting list. Sign up. Oh, I don't think you guys. Oh, that's sad news though. That's sad. Let me share my screen. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so kickoff, they don't have a waiting list right now. I gotta make a video about that. Kickoff, they do not have a waiting list, you guys. So this is the screen for you guys to sign up. So when you guys go to the kickoff website, it don't look like they even have that installment account anymore. So let me show you guys. It don't look like they have that installment account anymore, but look, you can go ahead and sign right up for that $2 credit card account. So go ahead and just click sign up. So I like how they did it. They did it for free. They started off for free. I guess to get enough clients so that they can't report to the credit bureaus. But they're going to only report to Equifax and Experian. They're not going to report to TransUnion. So that's kind of like that bummer. TransUnion, you guys, like, I'm going to get into the AG Jewelers before I go too. TransUnion, honestly, they're really not trying to remove items like they need to, even if the account is wrong. I've seen people get bankruptcy deleted off of Equifax and Experian like this, and then TransUnion don't want to delete it ever at all. Like, it just want to stay there. They don't want to add certain accounts onto the credit reports, or they won't update the account correctly. But kickoff is not going to report to TransUnion. But I tell you guys, still sign up for it because at least it will be on Experian and Equifax, and you can start building your credit that way. And as you start building your credit, if you can't get any other credit cards, make sure you guys get a credit card that will pull only Experian and Equifax, because that next credit card may report to all three. And then you can start building up that TransUnion with your next credit card. But this is going to be just that $500 account right now, you guys. Like, it's going to just be that $500 account where you won't have any interest or any fees, but it's going to be $2 per month. So you'll just find something that you want to buy, an ebook, and you can go ahead and get started. At first, Kickoff, they had a waiting list, but no more waiting list for Kickoff. So I'm going to make a video about that later, you guys. You guys probably want to see that pop up, but you guys can check that out. But don't forget, make sure you are going in there and paying that account, because if you're not paying that account, it's going to most likely drop your credit score, like seriously. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And what do you mean? What's the other one? Was you referring to the self? Let me see. I didn't probably share the screen for self. Let me share that screen just in case that's probably what you're talking about. So this is the self account, you guys. This is that installment account. Kind of like that kickoff. So if you guys can do the kickoff, that installment account, just go ahead and do just the self account, you guys. This is like the credit builder loan. Now, remember that person earlier, they said they put $500 down and they was able to go ahead and get that installment loan. You don't have to put $500 down. You can start with just $25 per month. Or what I do is I pay $48 per month, and I'll pay it for 12 months. And every month they're reporting to the credit bureau that I'm paying, and it boosts my credit score up a lot. So, excuse me. Self said since I've been with them, my credit score went up a total of 155 points since the time I started with them. Now, Self, I know, really contributed to me boosting my credit score, getting items deleted from my credit reports at the time when I had negative items. And also, too, just making sure I'm paying on time, and I'm making sure I have my revolving accounts. Like, it's very necessary. But this is that self account that you can go ahead and sign up for it. And remember, if you don't have any credit history, this can be a good account for you too, because they want to start reporting so that you can build credit history, or you can't even have a credit report. Some people don't understand that. Some people don't even have a credit report and they don't even know how to get it. Like, literally, my brother, one of my brothers don't even have a credit report at all. Like, I was like, oh, look, I'm going to help you build your credit. I'm going to help you figure this out. He don't even have a credit report at all. He only spend cash. So when you don't have a credit report at all, you have to find these companies that want to report to the credit bureaus. And that's one of the companies that you guys can sign up for. You can sign up for Kickoff. You can sign up for that Self. You guys can even sign up for like Capital One. Capital One may try to go ahead and give you a chance. Sometimes Credit One Bank. And Credit One Bank to me is not the best. I didn't want to show that. My mouse is acting up, you guys. But Credit One Bank is not always the best, but it will report to the credit bureau to help you build a report and boost your credit score up. So hopefully that's what you were asking about when you were asking about the account, because that is the self account. Let me see. Oh, King James, I don't think it's going to be a waiting list anymore. Check your email. And I'm going to check my email too to see, because I signed up with a separate email. I'm going to see if they actually send me an email letting me know I can sign up, because right now they're like they have a waiting list. So go ahead and check them out. Hey Victoria, how are you doing? How are you doing? There's a report to all three credit bureaus. And King James already answered that by saying no, they're not reporting to TransUnion. Should a person fix their credit or just get secure credit cards? So this is the thing. When it comes down to your credit, let me take my mouse. I need to get a new battery. When it comes down to your credit, you really need to make sure that it's kind of like you really need to make sure that all of the negative accounts is removed from your credit reports. You don't want to apply for a credit card and this credit card is saying that, hey, you had 6 other companies that you did not pay, and now you want me to borrow you some money? They're gonna say no. So you want all those other companies. If you have those 5 different companies, you need them to get off your credit reports, because all they're doing is telling other companies that you're not paying and that they shouldn't loan money to you. It's kind of like having an ex that's very bitter and they want to start just spreading things or saying crazy things, you kind of want to get them out the picture. You want to get them out the way. You don't want nobody to even see them. You don't want you to even know about this person. It's the same thing like with bad accounts on your credit reports. If you go ahead and get secured accounts, then all you're going to do is start building up your credit a little bit. But for you to have that ultimate score, it's best that you start getting those negative accounts removed from your credit reports too. Because when you start getting removed from your credit reports, you're going to see your credit scores go up even more. So definitely, I suggest you guys start getting those accounts removed from your credit reports. And as soon as you start getting those accounts removed from your credit reports, you will see your credit score go up. Oh, hey, I miss you too. How are you doing? How are you doing? Are you doing good? Yes, kickoff is amazing. Yes, kickoff is amazing. I love them. So, hey, I'm purchasing a home this year, but I have a few items that need attention. Sprint charge off of the late payments with Wells Fargo dealership. Yes, start working to dispute those items. Now, listen, when it comes down to late payments, if you start removing if you start working to remove your late payments, say if you have like late payments with the Wells Fargo, keep this in mind. And this is kind of like if you have an account that's extremely old, I don't suggest you probably try too hard to remove those late payments, because what they're going to do is most likely delete the full account. Some people need the full account deleted because if you have more than 4 late payments, depending on how old it is, you may just need to delete the full account. But keep that in mind when you start trying to work to remove items from your credit reports, then they may delete that full account. And I showed you guys the process that I use to get accounts removed from the credit reports. So definitely check out the beginning of the video. I see an empty house that's in foreclosure. How do I find out what bank has the house and how do I buy the house? Google it. Google the house. Try to see if you can Google the house and go that route. And then too, you can always try to talk to a title company about the house. And what other sneaky ways? I know when I look up different houses, you can go ahead and search. There's different websites that you can search, or even Google the property owner of this address, because there is different like different counties that have this information public in terms of who owns a certain address. So if you type in any address, you'll see the owner of that address. Or if it's with the bank, you'll see the bank name listed. So if you need help with that, text me. Let me give you my number just in case you need it again. Text me. I can help you look up that house. I can help you look up the house so that you can see. We can find out who the owner is. Now, let me tell you guys a quick little story, even though my stories are never quick, right? So my dad drove past the house that he really wanted to get. And when I tell you he really wanted this house, it was already boarded up. So I was like, okay, go and try to see if you can, let's see if we can get the house. So I started searching around and I found out that the house wasn't technically foreclosed on and the owner still owned it. So maybe you can get it switched over. If the house is not foreclosed on, and maybe it's just boarded up. If a house is boarded up, don't just think that it's foreclosed on automatically. Maybe they left. You never know the situation. Maybe they was battling and just wanted to just say, you know what, I'm not doing anything with the house. So he found this house he wanted to get, and I started researching. I looked everywhere to find out the owner, and I gave him the address and a phone number to the owner. And I was like, hey, keep calling. When we called, the husband actually answered the phone, and he was like, hey, me and my ex-wife is not together. She ended up getting a house, so y'all got to try to contact her. And I told him, hey, this is the address that they say is her address. Won't you try to send her a letter? And I actually sent her a letter. She did not respond at all. And I was like, hey, won't you just go maybe just, go ahead and sneak one in her mailbox or something, or tucking it around her house. I don't know, but be respectful with it, And he was just too scared. I guess he just didn't do it. But it's ways to find out people's address. It's literally ways to find out people's address. And I suggest if you see a house that you really want to get, I suggest that you go ahead and find out who it is and go hard to try to get it. I'm looking to purchase a home for a rental property to have extra income. That is good. That is good. So if you're looking to purchase a home as a rental property, make sure you're not overpaying for the house. I'm not sure how you're going to pay for it. Like a lot of times, like in Florida, you guys, people are overpaying for properties right now. They paying too much. I told you guys, I really don't suggest you guys buy any properties right now, depending on your market. put it on your market. I suggest you guys wait till it crash. It's going to crash. Like 2007, 2008, everybody losing their house left and right. Wait till that moment come. That's when you get a deal. I don't care how cheap your interest rate is right now. A lot of people don't care about, perspective. Remember this: rental property and personal residence, two different things. Some people don't care about, how much they're paying for the house because they're thinking about cash flow. They know that my mortgage is this amount and I'm going to charge this amount for rent. So I'm going to have extra $600 per month after all my bills is paid for. That's fine. But if you're looking to buy a property to stay in, and you know, that, hey, I'm going to pay this amount, but I could rent it out for this amount. Don't worry about that, because when you think about selling your house, or get your tied in for 30 years, most likely on a mortgage that you plan on getting. When you thinking about selling that house, if you bought your house for 300,000 and the market crashed and then go all the way down to 200, 220, don't think that it won't, because if you guys can look back in 2007, 2008, some people's house went down to 150. Then you gotta wait till it climb back up. If you at 150, you gotta wait till it climb back up, hopefully to 300, to even try to see if you can even sell it. Or you may have to sell it at a loss, which means that you're going to be underwater on that loan. So that means that you're going to have to owe more, kind of like a car. That means that you owe more on the house than it's worth. So keep that in mind when you think about buying rental properties, especially right now, you guys. Like, seriously, keep that in mind right now. And remember, everybody market is different. I have a client out in Texas. She's like, I got this beautiful house, and you know what? What time is it? I actually have to call her in a little bit, you guys. So I'm gonna get off of here in a minute, and I'm gonna apologize. But if you guys in a market where everything is perfect, the houses, they didn't over inflate the house in terms of price. And I'll make a video, maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow. Then I suggest you guys go ahead and jump on it. But you make your money when you buy. When you buy your house, you want to think of it as an investment. Like, you're not just, I'm paying less in rent. Let's not compare it to rent at this point, because a lot of people compare it just to rent. When you buy the house, I want you to buy the house. Like, when I bought my first property, I told you guys, I paid what, $8,700 for my house. It was a condo, and it was a three bedroom, 1.5 bath, 1,200 square feet. It was just a cheap property. And I started fixing up. And I seen one of my neighbors, she got a loan for like $90,000 for her condo. And remember, everybody markets is different. You like, 90,000? Where are you getting this house at? Everybody markets is different. Some people got cheap houses. Some people got expensive houses. Like, if I was to take my house, put it in Florida, guarantee you will not pay more than $150,000, $200,000 for that house. But since I was in Milwaukee and Wisconsin, that's totally different, right? And remember, I paid $8,700, $8,900 cash for my house. She got a mortgage, $89,000. That's a lot of money. The last time I seen somebody sell a condo in that area, it was for $50,000. She ended up moving, but I'm pretty sure she did not move on good terms, because I'm pretty sure she got a 30-year mortgage, which means she had to pay on that condo for 30 years. And think about it like this: I paid $8,700 cash. I don't have a mortgage. I don't have a mortgage, so I don't have to pay anything monthly. So while she's still paying her mortgage every month for 30 years, I don't have that. And if she was to buy her house for like a cheaper amount, so maybe she bought it for 30,000 or something, that would have been a better situation, knowing that somebody sold it for 50,000, because at least she, if it was 30,000, she paid 30,000 and they sold it for 50,000. She knows she could possibly sell hers for 50,000 and gain a 20,000. But imagine too, I could sell mine. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with mine, but I can still sell mine and hopefully get that top dollar too. That's money. That's where you can be like, dang, I stay here for free and I'm gonna get a check. You know what I mean? I want you guys to think about things like that. So even when you're looking at rental properties, try to see if it's rental properties in your area that you could pay cash for. Try to see if it's rental properties that you could possibly get for free, because sometimes people just want to get rid of properties. Like, when you go through different things, especially divorce. Like, to be honest with you guys, like, when I was first going through my divorce, with my properties, I was just like, man, forget that. Like, at first I was like, I'm gonna fight for him. He shouldn't have them. But then after a while, I was like, you know what? Just take it. Like, I just want to get this over with. And there's so many people that say the same thing. So maybe you guys can even look to try to see if that's something that you guys can do. Try to take over, like, some of these properties that other people don't want. But hopefully that was very helpful to you guys. And I'm so sorry I can't answer all the questions, but honestly, my computer is dying right now, and we're an hour and a half in. But I will go live for you guys tomorrow, and I will be live tomorrow. I have a call tomorrow though. Let me think what time I schedule a call tomorrow at noon. So after my call, you know what? I'll go live at noon tomorrow, Central Standard Time. So I'll go live at noon tomorrow, and hopefully you guys are available. And I'll make sure you guys text the score to 21,000. So when I go live, you guys can get the alert that I'm live. But I'll go live tomorrow, and if you guys, if I didn't answer your question, please come back. I'm really sorry, but I did tell her I was gonna look at her credit reports. And she got my cell phone number, so she can call me late at night. I'm gonna get her out the way so I can rest tonight. But I'll answer any questions that you guys have, and I'll leave the screen up right here so that I can come back here and I can answer these when I first start off my live tomorrow. So if you guys are not available for the live tomorrow, I'm gonna answer these right away on the live. So I'll see you guys later. See you later. Bye bye.